Hello students, welcome to iQuanta. This is Priyanka ma'am from iQuanta. I am a teacher of CUET UG 2025 Commerce domain subjects, that is accounts, economics and business. So let me tell you something about iQuanta. iQuanta is an institute which is providing CUET UG 2025 online batch to you guys. So this course is specifically designed for 2025 aspirants, and as well as this course has some special features. So let me give you an insight on what those features are. First, we provide live online classes, doubt facility, as well as we provide dedicated WhatsApp mentoring support. We have discussion groups as well. Teachers are connected to the kids all the time. Apart from that, we provide classes in such an interactive manner that the students can get their doubts resolved at that moment only when the classes are happening. Plus, we have 1 year recordings availability, so you can watch it to the whole year. If your term exams are there is no issue and no panic in that state. We guide you about colleges as well. We have college specific session. We have a huge alumni base of the top colleges in India. Apart from that, students, what at the time of examination you guys need the revision classes, or you guys need a short form of the whole year long batch. So not to worry, in this year-long batch, crash course is also included. So if you are availing this batch, you don't have to pay anything for the crash course. We have books as well. So if you want to avail any kind of service, you just have to do one thing: visit iquanta.in/CUET over the web. So yes, and you can also avail and every thing from the links given in the description below. And if you are facing difficulty in approaching to us, do let us know in the comment section. Apart from that, today is a very special day. I am teaching accounting for partnership. This video is going to be completely in English for my few kids who don't understand Hindi, especially the South Indian crowd. So students, welcome to iQuanta, and I'm so blessed to teach you, and I'm so blessed to have this platform with you guys. So first of all, the chapter we are starting is accounting for partnership. But before starting, let me give you a glimpse on what iQuanta's CUET UG 2025 syllabus looks like. Not just iQuanta's, it is NTA syllabus. Okay, so what is the syllabus which NTA has put up for CUET course? So in 12th class we have two books, right? First is volume 1, second is volume 2. So the two books are combinedly asked here except the NPO section. So the first chapter of CUET is NPO, not for profit organization. Second chapter is accounting for partnership, including all the cases like reconstitution. In reconstitution we have admission, we have retirement of the partner, we have goodwill calculation, we have dissolution or the death of the partner cases. Then we have the next chapter, that is company accounts, accounting for share capital and debentures. Then we have the next chapter, that is analysis of financial statements, then the statement of changes in the financial position. Then we have the last segment of the CUET syllabus, that is computerized accounting, divided into 4 units. So this is the comprehensive syllabus. You can also check out the syllabus in detail. This PDF you can get from exam.nta/CUET website. You can go into the syllabus section and you can check yourself and download this PDF from the website. Okay students, now I am going to start the very amazing chapter and one of my favorites, that is accounting for partnership. So first we are going to start with the partnership fundamentals, that what partnership actually is. So we have uh, I know that you have studied class 11th. That's why you are preparing for CUET, right? So I know you are in class 12th. I'm assuming that, and you have studied class 11th. So in class 11th business studies chapter number 2, that is forms of business organization, we have studied various forms of business organization, that is sole proprietorship, partnership, companies, cooperative society, HUF. So in sole proprietorship, what did we study? That sole proprietor is a person. We have studied that a sole proprietor, just a second students, okay, we have studied that a sole proprietor is a person who runs business solely, who brings capital, who bears losses, then he enjoys profits, has limited managerial skill, limited business, less scope to multiply money. and unlimited liability. This thing, students, we have studied already in class 11th. So why what are the drawbacks here? Drawbacks are a sole proprietor is a single businessman, is a single person who is running the business separately. Let's take an example of the grocery shop near you. So if the grocery shop catches fire, the sole proprietor, the businessman, he himself has to bring the shop in a position to get it functioning again. For that, he might need funds from his locker, from his wife's jewelry, and a lot of reserves which he have kept for his future. Maybe he has to take out all the funds to bring the business again into picture if he does not have the insurance of the shop, grocery shop. So students, we have seen here there are a lot of drawbacks in sole proprietorship. The person has limited managerial skills. He cannot, one person has a limited scope of thinking. He cannot multiply like a company. He cannot think like the directors of the company. They are more than one people. They are more than two or three or four people in fact. But the solution to this is go to a larger form of business organization, that is partnership, where more than one people are working together to successfully run a business. So that has risen us to the introduction of partnership. That why partnership, why we have to study partnership accounts. So firstly, a sole proprietor, a sole proprietor may not be in a position to cope up with the financial and managerial demands of the present day world because he is a alone person. He cannot grow so much substantially. Okay, he has to, it will take time, a lot of time, because he is alone, he is arranging the funds alone, he is bearing liability alone, he don't have any support. If the business goes into liquidation, he has to himself bear all the losses. He has to himself complete the formalities told by the people who will come and take people who he has taken money from or who he has taken goods on credit from. He himself is answerable. So what is the solution to this? The solution to this is we need more than one individual. We need at least two or more individual, which gives rise to a new form of organization, that is partnership. Okay, so these two partners, these two or three or four partners come together and bring capital. So they pool their financial and non-financial resources, bring capital into business and carry on the business. Okay, so this is the introduction that why partnership is being conducted, because it is a solution and a upper edge to what is called as sole proprietorship. Okay, so now let me tell you some things about partnership. First of all, students, there is a law which governs the partnership business, that is Indian Partnership Act 1932. So whatever provisions I will be teaching in this whole class are related to Indian Partnership Act 1932. Okay, so section 4 of Partnership Act 1932 tells that partnership is a relation between persons who have agreed to share profits of business carried on by all or any one of them acting for all. So what does this mean? Suppose A, B and C. There are three partners. Let me just write again. A, B and C. There are three partners in a partnership firm. So there is a supplier, there is a supplier, they togetherly run a western wear shop. So A has bought 5 lakh rupees as capital, as the investment into the business. B has bought 6 lakh rupees as investment and C has bought 2 lakhs rupees investment. Their profit and losses sharing ratio is 2 is to 2 is to 1. Okay, so they, in this ratio they share the profits. And C has a good goodwill. C is a person who has good goodwill. That means he has a good reputation in the market. So they have bought some goods from a supplier. They have bought some western wear bulk purchases. They have done bulk purchases from the supplier and bought good worth rupees 13 lakhs on credit. On credit, and the supplier has trusted in them because C was there. Okay, so A, B and C togetherly were very happy that we have got the goods on credit. Okay, now we can do as much as sales we want, but there was one condition, that payment is to be made in 21 days. Okay, so there was one condition only, that payment is to be made in 21 days. So B and C both went to a vacation. Both went to a vacation to enjoy with their family in Andaman. Okay, so they were in Andaman and only A was there at the shop. Only A was sitting at the shop. So the supplier's agent came for money after 21 days and A has to pay the whole 13 lakhs. So what will B and C do later on? B and C will pay their part later on to A. So that is why it is said that partners act for all. One partner can act for all, or all of them act for one. So it is necessary that they work jointly. Okay, so that's why this line is written here. Partnership is a relation between person who have agreed to share profits of a business carried on by all, or any one of them acting for all. Understood, students? Now let's proceed further to the features of partnership. Feature number one is existence of agreement. So it is not compulsory. Indian Partnership Act 1932 says that all the partners who are in the partnership business should have an agreement with them. Now, what is agreement, students? Agreement is a written document. If written, agreement is something which are the terms and conditions discussed between the partners. Agreement is also called as partnership deed. You might have studied in the 11th class forms of business organization, chapter number 2, business studies. So agreement is something which is a deed, and agreement is not compulsory. If partner want, they can make an agreement. If they don't want, it's okay. Registration, having an agreement is giving rise to the terms and condition more clearly. Not having agreement will bring a little bit of chaos. Okay, so existence of an agreement. As per section 5 of Indian Partnership Act 1932, the relation of partnership arises from a contract between parties and not from status. Okay, so contract is between the partners. Okay, and it's happened in case of HUF. A formal written agreement is not necessary. In partnership, agreement is not necessary. Okay, partnership agreement is not necessary. You can make a deed, or you can go oral, and you cannot, if you want, you don't make an agreement. Okay, but it is always beneficial to have a contract between all the partners to avoid chaos and non-familiar situations. Okay, students, understood? Now nextly, business. So partnership is a business. You cannot be like partners, we are partners, we are togetherly buying a car. No, that is not partnership. If the term partnership is used, some business is to be carried on. You cannot just tell we are partners in crime. So that is not partnership. Understood, students? So a partnership can exist only in business. Thus, it is not the agreement alone which create partnership. Partnership comes into existence when partners begin to carry the business according to section 2 of Indian Partnership Act. Okay, so every trade occupation which is carried by two or more people, or the service if provided by two or more people, it is partnership business. Understood? Clear? Now next point is sharing of profits. So if in partners have decided that we will share profits in 2 is to 2 is to 1, or 3 is to 2 is to 1, or any ratio, they will share in that ratio. If they have not decided anything, the profits will be shared equally, and losses will also be borne by them equally. Understood? And this is mentioned as per Indian Partnership Act 1932. If in agreement, yani if indeed, if they have written that we share profits in this ratio, then that ratio is to be followed. But if they have not written, nothing is to be followed. Understood? Now students, nextly, mutual agency. So mutual agency is something which combines the relations between partners, all of them acting for one, or one acting for all. I gave you example here, right? I gave you an example, this example. So here what is it's written: A made a payment on behalf of B and C, and B and C later on date paid back to the A the 13 lakh share. Okay, so mutual agency means business is to be carried on by all, or any one of them acting for all. Understood, students? Thus, if a person is carrying on the business acts not only for himself but also for others, so they stand in the position of principals and agent, they are called as partners. Understood? Now students, next, minor is a partner. Now let me tell you who is a minor. Tell me. So minor is a person who is below the age of 18 years. So in the accounting and the business and the law and the commerce world, we hear three kinds of terms. First we hear adult, second we hear child, next we hear minor, next we hear adolescent, and then we hear major. Okay, so if we talk about child, so child is a person who is less than 14 years of age. Okay, so if we talk about minor is a person who is less than 18 years of age. Okay, if we talk about adolescent, so adolescent is a person who is more than 14 years but less than 18 years. Okay, so he is between a child and a major. Okay, about to be major person. Now major is person, major is equal to adult who is 18 plus. Okay, adult is also 18 plus. Understood? So these are the basic things which we need to carry. Okay, so these are the very basic things. Okay, students. Now minor is a partner. If I am talking about minor as a partner, so you tell me, can a minor who is below the age of 18 years can become a partner? Absolutely not. He cannot become a partner. If you are doing contracts with minor, you are at fault, because by law minor is a person who don't understand anything. He does not have that power, that ability to understand things. If you are contracting with a minor and he enters into the firm, he will enter only for benefits. He will not pay any kind of losses. So it is your fault altogether. Okay, so minor can be added in partnership firm, but the condition is that he can be admitted to share profit only. Yes, minor never bears losses. He can be admitted to share profits and profits only. Okay, so he cannot be made to share losses of the firm. If partnership firm suffers loss, then it will be borne by major partners. So let me give you an example here. So A, B, C and D, there are four partners. Okay, so A, the share of profits between them is 2 is to 2 is to 1 is to 1. Okay, so this is the share of profits between them. Now students, here D is a minor. He has become a partner in a partnership firm. Now the loss is 12 lakhs. This loss will be beared solely by A, B and C and not by D. Understood? So minor, but if there are profits, let's say 12 lakhs are the profits, then he will be given that profit share 1 by whatever the total ratio is. Okay, so have you understood this? That minor never contributes to losses. He only contributes to profits. Understood? Okay, so I hope this concept is clear to you guys. Now let's proceed further. Maximum number of partners. So we have here two criteria. So many students get confused here. So how many partners should be there in a partnership firm is not enshrined by Indian Partnership Act 1932, but it is enshrined by Companies Act 2013. Ma'am, what, are you serious? Yes, it is enshrined by Companies Act, not by Partnership Act. Understood? So as per Section 464 of Companies Act 2013, no association of partnership consisting more than 100 members as may be prescribed shall formed for purpose of carrying on business. Now, Rule 10 specifies Companies Incorporation Rule 2014 specified the limit as 50. The maximum number of partnership firm are 50. Okay, so I have made you read the whole provision, but let me give you an insight on what the provision actually is. Okay, so write with me. So students, we have first of all Indian Partnership Act. Indian Partnership Act 1932 has not given any details on maximum number of partners. It has just told that minimum there should be two or more partners and maximum there should, it has given no limit. But this solution is given by what? Given by whom? This solution is given by Companies Act 2013. So there is a rule of Companies Act. What rule is that? That rule is Rule 10 of Companies Incorporation Rules 2014. Sorry for the zigzag writing. So it Rule 10 of Companies Incorporation Rule 2014. It says that the maximum number of partners should be 50. But there is a separate provision which is Section 464, which says maximum count of partnership is 100. Yes students, it says maximum count of partnership is 100, but now you are confused, ma'am. What figure we have to remember? In your curriculum it is enshrined that the maximum number of partners is 50. Please write it down. I'm waiting for just 1 minute. Okay students, I hope you have written this. Now students, this is the very important provision, very important provision. So I'm marking it here, very important. So I know you guys get a lot of confusion. So this 464 provision, it is clearly mentioned as per section 464 of Companies Act 2013. No association of partnership consisting more than 100 members as may be prescribed shall be formed for the purpose of carrying any business. It is not saying maximum number of partnership is 100. It is saying that this 464 provision is saying that if any business has more than 100 members, it is illegal. More than 100 members, any kind of association, either it is partnership, either it is a cooperative society. Okay, so they have told that if the count is increasing to 100, if partnership business count is increasing to 100, it is illegal. All the activities are illegal. It is not saying that the count is 100 maximum count. It is not saying. It is saying that if the count goes beyond 100, it is illegal. They should convert themselves into company if they want such big business. Why are they running partnership firm? Understood? So this is the provision. So now students, I hope that you understood, and I will see you in the second part of partnership, where I will be teaching you this accounting for partnership day number 2, where I will be teaching you partnership deed. Okay, and I will cover numerical as well. So I hope that you enjoyed the lecture. I hope that you understood the basics, and I hope that you like it. Thank you so much.